A warning for off-the-plan buyers. Let's have a look. Hello everyone, Florian here and welcome to another episode of HeiseSays. Grab your stein of coffee. Let's check out this article from news.com.au that got my attention. It is a warning issued by buyer's agents for off-the-plan buyers. Now, if you're a regular viewer of the channel, you know, as an architect, I'm very concerned with people buying off the plan. I would encourage you to go in with a full understanding that everything can change. The drawings are just that. They're just drawings. And there's a lot of unforeseen circumstances when you build a building that you may not discover until later. You just have to be aware of that. Remember the person who, what was it? He bought a apartment building. Remember that? An apartment and not a building. He bought an apartment and he didn't get any garden. It was gone. So his off-the-plan purchase was completely different to what he actually got. So just bear that in mind. So it's kind of like buying a game, pre-ordering a computer game. It's exactly the same thing. Is it as bad as Kickstarter sometimes? Sydney's buyer's agent issues a warning and tips for off-the-plan buyers. A Sydney buyer's agent has issued a stark warning for buying off the plan in the current market, saying many people go in starry-eyed and need to know the risks. I wouldn't just say the current market, I would say particularly in Sydney the last decade. A Sydney buyer's agent has issued a stark warning for buying off the plan in the current market, saying many people go in starry-eyed and need to know the risks. As the housing crisis continues to dishearten buyers, new apartment blocks are emerging as potential options for those wanting to get into the property game at a cheaper price. That's the future. The future is going to be apartments and densification. Even the Southeast Queensland Regional Plan, all these houses they're planning to build, the doubling in population. It's not going to be in detached houses, everyone. It's going to be in apartments. However, as more new apartment buildings come on the market, buyer's agent Michelle May has issued a warning against buying off the plan. I'm all about risk assessment and pitfalls, she said. Off the plan is so limited in what you know about the property. You're much better off buying something established. This May's biggest concern, well, even buying something established, that's no guarantee. Look at what is it? No, what I can't remember the name. Hang on, it's not Opal, the other one, Mascot. Look at Mascot, guys. So, imagine if you had it bought the week before it was shut down, you were all kicked out. Imagine that, and people did. Miss May's biggest concern was buyers not knowing the quality of the build and exactly what they're buying into. Yeah, but, I mean, here's the thing. How can the average buyer won't know it anyway? They won't really know it anyway. You can get a professional to come and do an assessment for you. You know, a defects or dilapidation or existing conditions report for you. A building and pest. You pay a premium. Well, shouldn't you get it cheaper if you're buying off the plan? And you can't check the plumbing or how paper thin the walls may be, she said. That's the thing. You need to, when you're buying off the plan, you need to buy off signed building approval drawings, construction docs. I mean, there was one project where the developer had all of these wonderful European appliances shown and tap fixtures and everything, and they just got copies made in China and put those in. She said, while privatization of certifiers had improved efficiency, it was also allowing building quality to go astray, with the Mascot Towers the tip of the iceberg. It's important that you choose your property based on quality. You can always get a new kitchen or renovate based on what your needs are, she said. She said a high supply of new apartments in already dense areas affected the potential value of the property. There's always going to be more of these on sale. The volume is much higher and the density keeps capital growth down, she said. New build apartments and apartment projects are on a decline, a negative 42% in the last financial year, according to PropTrack. However, PropTrack notes these figures could be understated as developers don't always list all available properties within a development. Approval and construction of new builds have reportedly slowed due to supply chain issues and labor supply shortages caused by the pandemic. If you have picked an area where there's not a lot of supply, then you're more likely to have capital growth in the long run. Yeah, but are you buying it for capital growth? I guess, is this an investment or somewhere to live? She said the Strata situation of the new build is also something to be wary of. You don't know who the Strata committee are. They could potentially be a bunch of absentee investors who don't want to raise levies, she said. For those seeking to buy off the market or a brand new apartment, Miss May had offered a few tips and tricks. I would definitely do your research, look into the history of the builder and developer, check out their other buildings, and make sure there aren't any current court cases against them. She said, looking in the zoning of the area. Are there other houses that are likely to be knocked down and turned into apartment buildings that may decrease your capital growth or even impact on the light and privacy of your home? Looking into the community and suburbs can also help buyers make an informed decision. For new apartments already built, she recommended a building and pest inspection to pick up any wrong issues. Yes, let's have a talk about this guy. Let me know with a building and pest inspection, because I haven't had one done for an apartment. The one time we were looking at apartments was when my mother was downsizing, and we never got to that point. We found a little kind of like attached townhouse, single-story thing, perfect for her. But I remember walking around at this one place on Chevron Island in Surface there, and talking to a gentleman walking past, and he drew our attention. He was on the body corporate, on the committee. He drew our attention to the concrete cancer in the basement. So we went in and had a look. And the fact that the real estate was saying, I was going, these tiles are really slippery. Are they going to be replaced? All in the external area didn't meet the current standards, would definitely have to be pulled up. It'd be a risk. These are potential costs that you could be stung with. Will a building and pest pick up those things? Will they go up into the plant room? Will they go up into the roof? Will they look for water damage? When you're buying into a building, you're buying into a little community, and you may be burdened with all the costs. What do you reckon? Anyway, guys, I'm done for the day. I'm not 100%. As always, check out HeiseBim or Heiser Does, and if you're a fan and want to support us, you can on YouTube or Patreon. Use our referral links, buy our pocket squares, or call me if you need an architect. Take care. Have a great day. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.